Cabo Verdeans United is a 501c3 nonprofit organization founded back in 2001 by two sisters, Jeannie Lumba and Tila Adams.
I think the inspiration for the entire project is a project organization. Yeah. The inspiration for this organization began on a trip to Cabo Verde in 1999.
The two sisters had been back to Cabo Verde a handful of times since immigrating to the United States in their teenage years, but something was different this time. Jeannie and Tila were visiting the town they were born in on the island of Brava when realization struck.
So for me, that kind of brought everything together. You know, coming from Cabo Verde, seeing the children, seeing the need, me being one of those kids myself, 20 years before, I actually started crying because I said, here, I have a purpose, and I think I know what my purpose is. And I think that's when you called me, with, Chai, I have an idea how we can start our organization.
The sisters decided they were going to raise money to purchase and build at least one playground per island in Cabo Verde to give the children an opportunity to play, something they felt is a basic instinct for children, but wasn't always attainable to them as kids. And with that, Project Sandbox was born. But now they faced a new dilemma: how to afford to turn this idea into a reality. Tila and Jeannie set out to begin fundraising. They did what Cabo Verdeans do best: they cooked. The sisters invested their own money and time into buying, preparing, and selling food at food festivals.
At this point, we realized that we could not do this alone, that there were other people out there just like us that just needed to come together in a group like ours and make a difference. And that's when I believe we contacted some friends that we knew felt the same way we did, but didn't know the direction.
Right.
And they didn't have to look far to find people willing to help. John Lumba, Stephanie Ramos, Ben Gomes, Manelda Lumba, and Joan Gonzalez, all family and friends of the two sisters, were happy to align themselves with the mission and help out, as they all had the same vision to give back to the country they came from. Together, they participated in more food festivals and even threw a few dinner dance fundraisers until they had enough money to purchase their first playground and ship it to Cabo Verde. And it was only fitting to begin the journey where it all started for them: Brava, Cabo Verde. It took some time to get used to building the playgrounds, but over the years, the team became more and more efficient, to the point where they could build and inaugurate a playground in their record time of a day and a half. Flash forward to 2022, and the team is in Boa Vista, inaugurating the final playground built to cap off the goal of at least one playground per island. Project Sandbox was complete at last. But the work wasn't done. The team looks a little different now, and with new members comes new ideas. The new team members include Marilena Almeida and her daughters Grace and Ava Almeida, Andy Fresca, Flavio Andrade, Heather Burns, Solange Cavallo, Ray de Barros, Denise Iset Silva Ivora, Nelson Nunes Ivora, Eddie Esteves, and Sarah and Sofia Lamba. Tila and Jeannie now hold the positions of president and treasurer of the organization, while Stephanie Ramos continues to support the team as vice president, and John as secretary. They couldn't be more thrilled with the growth CVU has accomplished over the past 20 years. All the donations collected, toys and school supplies distributed, and playgrounds built are what fuel the mission to keep on going. The work they do continues, and new ways to help are always encouraged. You can learn more about how to get involved at CaboVerdeansUnited.org and follow along on our journey on social media.